And good evening everyone, welcome to another tournament stream, and it is the last one of the round robin stage, so I'm pretty stoked to see that one. Especially today's game will be very interesting, I can promise you, because it is the most important game of all of them that are being played today. Because today it will be about IKRA versus APA. Both of these teams are currently tied up on the leaderboard, having the same amount of points, which means that they are struggling to get into the top four. Only one of those teams will get to the next step, to the next stage there, into the top 4 tournament where it is being played for the $20,000 then. And that can really be only one of those, and they are having to play against another today on this stream here. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, so far, what can I tell you about it? Actually, IKRA has mostly shown some very passive strategies. That's what they are most known for. They just like to play some 60TP, sit it out a little bit and wait for enemies to do some mistakes, bleed them down, and then they're pushing in a good way. That is IKRA's strength. APA's strength, on the other hand, the most aggressive strategies and also pushes. They have won a couple of seasons already, so they are definitely very capable and probably on a higher level than IKRA, but still IKRA is just a team that might have the perfect counter for APA's strats if APA is getting too aggressive and just running into IKRA's lineup there. So it will be interesting to see how APA is going to do this, if they are going to stick to their aggressive strats or if they are going to adjust and just play a lot more carefully from the start on and only get a bit more aggressive later on. Then it might really be all about it. I can imagine that API can also be very aggressive and just catch Ikra on the wrong foot. Because I think if it comes to those situations where it's really brawl stage and huge massacre, everyone shooting another, all about the focus fire, I think API is better there. They have more top level experience and they are usually the stronger team when it comes to those pushes. But if they do not find any isolated target, if they cannot grab onto anything, any targets there, then Ikra might really just put in a lot of big shots into them. And API is going to regret their choices. So I will be really interested to see what they are going to do here. Especially API, I think for Ikra it's not going to be too surprising what their playstyle will be. They like their heavy lineups, which has done quite well for them. And we already have a room I can just show you in a bit. Welcome guys, you can see Apt and also Avat, welcome. Where should you want? I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, just so you know, as always. And YouTube generally is a little bit calmer on the chat because my main streaming platform is Twitch at the moment. So to those who don't know, just if you're watching on YouTube, take a look at the description. There's a link for the Twitch channel as well for my usual gameplay and tryhard sessions, relaxed sessions, whatever you want to see, it will be there. And on YouTube there will only be very few streams then for tournaments, tank specific streams as well, because I think those are worth looking up later on still for some people. Let's also reset the score still. And we are having our room already. Ikra has readied up. Ikra is playing some VK72s and VK90 again. They have shown to like this tank. I cannot really say if it was the most outstanding tank. I don't even know if they even have the Streetswagens, because it is, as we all know, it's a weird matter of a lot of premium tanks, pay-to-win tanks, a lot of Streetswagens, which we can already see on APA side here, and AMX M4s, which not everyone has. Some people were able to spend a lot of money on that. Other teams rather stick to the tech tree tanks in the end here, and they have to be a lot more careful then, a lot more passive about what to do, because they cannot afford to get that aggressive with their lineups. It will just not hold up against the Streetswagen DPM power. The Streetswagen is also just being way more dangerous in terms of mobility, also having quite a lot of hit points. It's really a great tank at the moment, very hard to counter. But if you're having a lot of armor and not giving away any isolated targets, then Streetswagens are going to struggle a lot, because they do not have armor at all and they are just good for the pushes. For trading, they are pretty bad. So if Ikra is able to keep some good positions, take bases, API might really struggle. And we can see almost full premium lineup here. On API side, we can see 5 Streetswagens, 1 IS-7, 1 Super Conqueror as well. Ikra on the other side only having 2 premium tanks here on their side. Only 1 Streetswagen, 1 VK90, double VK72, E5, M6 and a Kranwagen. So they're going to have a lot more armor. They're having more firepower when it comes to just quick damage output, but they don't have the DPM that API has, nor do they have the mobility. But they are likely to have more hit points from the start on. Oh, let's start at 0, please. And turn down the music. Let's go. Okay, Ikra fielding 18,868 hit points, almost 1k more than API 17,900, which means that API has to do a bit more. Let's see what they're going to do. Both teams focusing on the A side, surprisingly. But APA will be faster to get into the corner with their Streetwagens. Streetwagens here taking the high ground, good positions to crossfire. Uni down in the base, going to be the first one capturing here. No one able to decap. Super Conqueror taking a first little hit by that M6 Yo. Not too little of a hit actually. I mean, the Yo plays with a big gun. But it is an early cap advantage here to API. Now 1.5k hit points behind Ikra. And Ikra won't be able to take base B here because you can see those Streetwagens lined up there. Good shot by Flame into the Super Conqueror again. So Askong down to 1.7k hit points. As Uni is also pushing in here, taking 500 damage already on the crossing. But is now in a pretty good hull down spot here. Gaining some map control, yet he does have a lot of tanks to his front, still cannot really do much, especially against a Kranwagen. We can see some speed boost here, APA potentially going for the move. Jennifer YOLOing in, they might want to focus out the Kranwagen and push out the Streetswagen here, who has not spotted anything yet, and is now seeing Jennifer right in front of him, but it will mainly be about the Kranwagen, who is isolated there, because Boss will be relatively covered, although Ventium does have twice the hit points right now and can just shoot down at Streetswagen for free. But now comes the cover from behind here. VK72 is lining up, not getting in any shots. API just bleeding down the enemies and doing a good job at that. Kranwagen now in focus fire, only having one more shot here, still shooting down Jennifer to a one shot. Last AFK is actually the first one out of the fight as Boss on the Streetswagen on side of Ikra is also getting killed, but Elmer in a bad spot here, about to get taken out by Evgeny. Second kill, third kill actually already for Ikra. They're doing a good job of turning things around here, as they just lost the second one only. They're able to take base B, but they're still behind on the cap points. Yet they're having a gun more, and they have 2k hit points more right now, which might be absolutely huge for them. As Object 3 is just aggressing here against the E5. He does have the better DPM, even amount of hit points. Let's take a look at the other side. What is going on over here? VK72 is just sitting in the middle there, waiting for those big shots. Not really getting any targets though, and they are struggling with their accuracy. Evgeny getting a bit more aggressive, taking out Uni. Absolutely crucial here for Ikra to get another kill for them. So they are 2 tanks ahead now. They are still not having any caps. Over there, Cosa Nostra just winning that 1v1 by a small margin, just staying alive on 145 hit points. A really close fight for him. And that should have won the game for Ikra. Will be the first win for them. It does not have to be some pay to win stuff here. As you can see clearly, also the Tac 3 tanks on Ikra's side are working out really nicely. Days potentially being picked up from behind here, is still trying to cover behind that rock a little bit. But now Flame is moving in from the front, bouncing off the shot of Ventium as Days is getting killed. But Ventium now also down to 1 shot and all alone against 5 tanks still on Ikra's side. Good job here by them. Both killing each other still. Andy already saying should actually be Tac 3 tanks in Clan Wars. Yeah, unfortunately the world is not that fair. I mean, yeah, of course it is a fair point, but in what sport is it like that there's always some equipment that you can buy? And actually, I've got to say, I know how it is in FIFA. I'm not playing FIFA, but I've read about it, and they have to spend like 3,000 euros per year, per season. I think per year it was. In that regard, Blitz is still a bit cheaper there, but it's still not great. It's not absolutely fair, especially if those tanks are on crates where you don't have a fixed chance of getting them. So that's questionable there in that regard, that some teams might just get a ton of Streetswagens. Like over here, I think everyone should have a Streetswagen on APA's team. I really don't know if Ikra does not have Streetswagens or if it's just if it's their choice to go for Tech 3 tanks instead. So far I could only see 1 or 2 here on their side. Let's update the score real quick, so you can see what's going on. Alright, 28 seconds left to go. Ikra changing the lineup a little bit. Now they have double Streetswagen as well. They also have an E5, FE2 5B, VK90, VK72 again, and a T100 LT. Also API now going for light tank. Apart from that, the lineup is very similar to the last one. I think the AMX M4 is new now. Also I'm seeing there, people should be able to vote our tanks. I think for some community organized tournaments this can be done, but for standard tournaments, you know how it is in any other sport, people will get the best equipment that they can. If it is some new engine in Formula 1 or so, okay, there are also regulations, but still I think just pick whatever is best, what is available. That is the matter for pro tournaments in whatever sport. But let's focus on this and not a discussion about the tanks here too much. Last AFK attempting an A-cap but running away immediately because he did not want to take any shots, and he did spot a lot of enemies over there. So Lars is probably making his way towards base C, while there's also Vata over there. He's already expecting this, I believe. Maybe Vata is getting into C first. But he knows that last AFK was not in A. No damage being dealt so far here. API also completely unspotted, relocating all tanks unspotted. But Ikra also having smelled it a little bit and just also rotating with only one Streetswagen. So the 200 over here will have to be very, very careful. If Vata misplays just a little bit, it might cost Ikra the game here. If he's attempting a C-cap now, no, he is being careful. He keeps a cool head. Just spots Daze on a crossing. Daze not moving forwards, but Jennifer still able to get into that C-cap unharmed. Evgeny moving forwards on the other side, as Ikra is falling back towards base C here. And I'm not too sure whether this is going to work out for Ikra, because they're losing cap points right now. They cannot push forwards on A, while they're also not having any advantage here on that C side. APA already in the strong positions. So APA in good position to win this one here. Look at that, they're all in good hull down spots, even falling back now, wanting Ikra to push in. But as they're falling back, they're kind of giving up the positional advantage. Nice little HE damage here off that VK90 into the Super Conk. Quite often we could see VK90 doing good HEs into S-Conk turrets. 700 damage into the Silver. VK72 with a big shot, not even tungsten shells, but still working out really well here already. He is not the one to get pushed onto. He is having a lot of hit points. Ikra APA does not want to go for him. It is mostly about the fight over here. Jennifer very alone here and about to get focused out. As Pos is going for him. Also Pos low on hit points, getting pushed out now. But API committing to this corner with a lot of tanks just moving away from the others here. I'm not too sure whether this is going to work out. The Silver being the second one being taken out here. The advantage to Ikra again. Object 3 now in focus fire over here. Having only 2 tanks in front of him. It is of course API with the DPM advantage here with their Streetswagen power, as the next Streetswagen here on Icarus side gets shot down massively, losing almost all his hit points. Is down to a one shot. Elmori will have the kill. Object 3 still alive. Juni down to a one shot as well though. Three guns out on either side. Uni is just being taken out. 100 LT. Last AFK also getting killed here. Absolutely crucial kill for Ikra. So they're having the gun advantage once more. They're having cap points as well, but no hit point advantage really. They're also still even. Guns even again. Tied up once more. But Object 3 might get killed here. Vata has to be very careful that he is not overcommitting to this fight, as he is the most important tank. Days running away as Object 3 got picked up by Evgeny from behind here. Elmery facing two tanks over there. Evgeny about to lose a 1v1 to Adaisus, bouncing the shot off. Absolutely important shot. Could not afford to bounce that. Does get the kill shot though without taking any more damage. So there is still a chance. Hit points only slightly in favor of that Ikra team right now. And the T100 LT might take a beating still. But Elmery not having the mobility. Nice shot here of Elmery into the T100 LT. I am not sure how many hit points those have been. I think that was a pretty big high roll here on that shot, as this might absolutely turn around the game here for API. And I think this shot into Vata was absolutely turning it around. And 8 now, last man standing. 1-1 on Ikra versus API. Ooh. And I want to see the replay now. How many hit points did the T100 have? I think I had 500 plus hit points still. I'm not sure. Ay. I will have a look later on. I cannot check it right now. Or maybe some of you can just see it on the stream and just get back a little bit. So 1-1 on this game right now, and we're switching the maps. Best of 7, by the way. And just to mention it again, any of those teams winning will get into the top 4. The losing team will drop out of the tournament. So I just cannot mention enough how important this game actually is here for the remainder of this tournament. And therefore, both teams absolutely trying their best and probably having sweaty fingers already. So API ready up here on the next map with double IMX M4. Quadruple Streetwagen power and a nice 7 once more. Very heavy lineup, no mediums, light tanks on the field. Ikra on the other side going for one S-Kong, double 60TP, triple 60TP, one E5, one Streetwagen, one IS4. A lot heavier again, and a lot more focus on just damage output in terms of punishing enemies, and not really the best lineups for the pushers then. I think this might play a bit of a bigger role here on this map now, because it is quite a bit larger, and Rockfield often requires some good relocations. If Ikra is splitting up here, they can just get pushed out. If they are not splitting up, they won't have the caps, as APA will be very capable of just trapping them in place. Force overlooking the B line here, not spotting anything. Is he completely in the open there? Oh, he's actually hull down. I forgot. Double AMX on force. They are just waiting here, unspotted. They want someone to get into B, and they would be there with the tungsten shells, putting out 1k damage in a short amount of time. I mean, it takes an AMX 20 seconds to put out 3 shots. With the tungsten shells, it can be 1.8k damage. Oh, Uni moving forwards, trying to get behind the enemies, but he does not know about the Streetwagen to his side. Will soon get farmed here. Now he's getting spotted by the silver though. This might not be too great for API. He's Uni really in a bad position as he's getting crossfired. But Ikra does not really want to give up the high ground here, and API is aggressing, Now pushing into the side here, having a lot of DPM. How's the focus fire? Not too great here on API side. Juni already ammo wrecked. Cannot repair it anymore on his AMX, so he is going to really suffer and he's going to die without putting out much more damage. Afghani and focus fire down to a 2-shot already. Will be taken out here actually by Silver in 1 shot. That's gun advantage to API on this game as Juni is still alive. Going to put out one last shot into Pos. Still 446 damage into him before he is about to get killed right there. No, it is just a low roll of 263 damage only. But Pos will still have the kill. Maybe without taking another hit. Maybe he does have to take another one. He does get the kill here. Guns being even once more as MP is getting killed. API on a gun advantage. API losing the gun advantage again. Hit points slightly in favor of API right now as Pos is getting bullied by last AFK on that IS-7. Kusa not just still behind, down to a 1-shot as well. Ram kill here by IS-7 against that Streetswagen, so he will still have another shot here. 4 guns against 2, although Ikra still has very good amount of hit points on those 2. Dies down to 1 shot right in front of them. Still able to put out a sneaky shot into Vata, who is not paying attention and just looking to the wrong side for a moment. Still Lloyd moving in, getting in the kill shot here, but with the IS-4 and 62p, there won't be much of a chance for Ikra anymore because they're not having any mobility, nor DPM. And Vata being that low on hit points can easily get pushed out. Object 3 and last AFK both still being very healthy here. Just need to move in. Last AFK is going for that kill shot of Vata, who is an AP 1-shot with a standard ammunition. But last, taking... Oh, getting trucked only without taking any damage. But now it is Object 3 here getting behind that IS-4. And that Streetswagen will easily out DPM that one. No chance anymore for the 2 Tech 3 tanks against that Streetswagen. DPM here still taking 700 damage. But that's it. Now Vata is the last one standing. Down to 1 shot and there he goes. T100 LT on an Alpenstadt game had 542 hit points. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. They won because of it, honestly. If the LT stayed alive, then I don't think they would have won. I'm not sure though. Maybe I'm just giving it too much of importance, but it would have been a lot trickier to get the LT still. It would have needed some time to really push after him then. Maybe he could have still run away or so. Well. That was a game number 3 and actually the second win for API now. Let me have a quick look. Okay. 2-1 for API. Also again playing with their lineup of double AMX M4s, Streetswagen power and an E5 this time. They really like to go for this lineup here with the Streetswagens and the AMX M4s. AMX is really where the tanks and shells and adrenaline increasing their DPM to 2.9k or so. That's just 20 seconds, but still a very good DPM then, and especially you just out-trade a Streetswagen or so. Or you out-trade basically anyone except for the 62Ps. So you're having faster reload than 62P, so you can still out-trade them. And you're having the higher tank, so some more gun depression, some better turret armor. Although the sides and hull overall are a little bit weaker. Yet the AMX does have 300 hit points more as well. Again going for their E5 62P lineup, double Streetswagen now. They were really missing a little bit of extra DPM, it felt like, on that last game. Where the Streetswagens were just way better on API side for the push. And it is API again going for base A. Ikra this time moving to base C, meaning they will have the cap disadvantage here. Most likely. But API seems relatively slow there on the move. Pause right behind C, not really wanting to move in. It is the E4, A5 going in first. Actually, cap advantage. Elmery just not wanting to get spotted. He is quickly running away again. He's afraid of just getting spotted and getting pushed immediately. Surprisingly, did not spot anything for this move. First little hit here, not only one into MP, taking 900 damage or so here. 700 also does have a dead loader, which he can apparently not heal anymore. So he just uses repair kit. Now he is for the next 60 seconds on a much longer reload time. Not a good start for Ikra. They are down almost, or just pretty exactly 2k hit points already. Also Skilloid lost some hit points. Not sure where he is. Over there. And API increasing the pressure by getting into B as well. But Ikra has found Elmery being alone here. Yes, I do not know that there is the silver on the AMXM4 right behind. And also Object 3 is not far. Because Nostra did repair his track. Won't have another repair kit, or maybe he does. Apparently he does not play with adrenaline, but rather just a reactive armor. And I cannot say that those trades were too good here for him. He just put out one shot for taking 2 or 3 here. So API immediately counter pushing here through the enemy spawn. Or through their own spawn actually. Having not much of an advantage, but they're having some good focus fire here onto Bata, who already lost hit points earlier. Oh, it was MP. On the other 63 actually. Ikra not in the best positions, but they regained some caps here, or some hit points, not too far behind anymore. And it is very close here on the fight, all people being close together. And I don't know whether this is going to any side so far. Ikra now on the hit point advantage. This Streetswagen to the side here is in a very good position to crossfire, but might get pushed out now. Everyone here just lost some hit points, good hit point sharing. Streetswagen trying to fall back with a speed boost still. Might be able to do, no, absolutely getting crossfired here. Is being taken out, but both teams lost 2 tanks so far. API now has slightly better positions. The B fight is over. API still has double caps. And it will be very tricky here. Hit points very much even, as API is getting 900 points here at the second. Afghani missing a crucial shot into Elme. Would have gotten him down to a one-shot. Is getting pushed now by Daze with a speed boost. Streetswagens just pushing in with all their power of DPM and speed. But it is a point win with another kill right there. Absolutely diminished the chance of that Ikra team here by just playing for a lot more map control. Well played. Well played by API. Double cap, pressure, and quick relocation to their own spawn. For a second it looked like they were about to lose this, but Ikra just could not get the caps back. So that's the third win for API now. API by that only 1 win away from the top 4. So they are going to be happy about the current situation, because it was already very, very close for them. Especially with that T100. Let's not forget about that one. It was also playing quite a bit of a role here. Otherwise it could be 2-2 right now. And Ikra now 2 points behind, has to win 3 in a row. It's not impossible, but they cannot lose a single game anymore. Honestly, I would hope for them to still win at least 1 game. And just to have a more interesting fight here. Now they're actually playing with the three Stridswagens. They do have some more of them. They just don't like it, apparently. And also FE215B with some extra DPM and a mouse and a 6HP. We're switching maps to Mayan Ruins now. Both teams having even hit points from the start on. API slightly ahead. Despite the mouse. And both teams apparently moving towards the base. No, I was wrong. It's just API moving into the city here. Trying to defend base B, but also not really committing to A. Just sending mouse tanks to the middle. Mouse already taking 600 damage here. Double tapped by Uni and Yennefer. Ikra will have the cap advantage. Has the tanks in base C right now. Dvata is in a problematic situation. So is a mouse, which does not have the best armor, to be honest. Especially against a Stridswagen. It is very grey. Other tanks struggle a little bit more, but Stridswagen doesn't really have some good chance of penetrating with a premium APCR straight through the tracks, so the turret or even the front. Not much of a problem. Uni now are able to get into base B uncontested. No one of Ikra is able to punish that one. Because also Vata had to fall back here onto that TD position, still trying a shot onto that A cap, yet not connecting apparently. Afghani getting slightly more aggressive again. He might regret this very soon if Yennefer is able to put another shot into his turret while remaining unspotted behind that bush there. So it is API now on potentially the last game. They only have to win this one battle and they're having double caps, they're having more hit points and some good positions. Ikra will have to push into them. That's a problem right now for them. Days in the bush here overlooking that A area. Whenever anyone was pushing in for A, then Days would have the spots most likely and could easily rotate out of there. While API would then be counter pushing in the middle or whatever. Or maybe on A as well. Deloitte taking another little shot here. Not really worth it for him. Ikra moving in. On the A side. No speed boost just yet. But API is prepared for that. They have all pulled over here to base A with triple Stridswagen covering that. And they are in great position to just counter those Stridswagens here. They're having even amount of tanks here. No gun advantage. Now they're facing off another. Rogarden here also just in a pretty bad spot. Already getting focused out by API. Now comes the push of API here onto Rogarden. Not going to last much longer. It's just a track shot by Dice and not being able to kill him. But there is Object 3 now getting the kill. Gun advantage to API. 900 points for API as well. As there is a push by Ikra into the B cap, taking Uni out of the fight. But API pushing hard here onto Ikra. Stridswagens going to take out the second run right there. As the others manage to run away. 900 points still for API, but B is being taken by Ikra right now. Yet Vata will very soon die as well. Elmery not absolutely getting trapped there. Post now in bad focus fire by the Stridswagens here. Cannot run away anymore. That's impossible to do. 985 points for API, 990 points, and that's a point win for API. API is in the top 4 with that game. Congrats to them. They had to sweat a lot for that. It was really close for them. Good games by Ikra as well. but it was just not enough in the end. Whew, okay, good job, good job. Really nice games, APA, and Ikra, of course, also held up really well. Great performance here from both of them. Yeah, and as often it is the case that the team going for the meta, basically the tanks that are just performing the best, is winning. It shouldn't be too surprising, but that is quite often the case, really. Then there is some kind of meta. Right now it is Streetswagens, to put it that simply. Streetswagens, AMX, M4s. And if a team is going against the meta, mostly it is not performing too well, although it might have some nice games, but in the end, then it's not the team with the most creative strategies winning in most cases, but the one playing the safest. And it felt like on a few games, the Ikra was just not quite able to keep up with that mobility of APA and a pushing power to really focus out tanks. You also got to keep in mind that if you're having some 60 TP, you might have some big damage output. But if there is some tank that only has 100 hit points left, well, first of all, you need a lot of time to reload, and you're not having the best accuracy, and it is just not really worth it to shoot it with a 600 damage alpha gun. Then most of the damage is just being lost for getting that kill, while just having a Streetswagen that can easily rotate and pick up some kills can really be beneficial. That's why it is so popular right now, and even better than the 113, which does have an even DPM, if not even slightly better. But the 113 just lacks the versatility, mobility, cannot turn around in a second to pick up some kills and circle some enemies that easily. So that's really where the Streetswagen is excelling, absolutely. A lot of people here actually right now, as this is such an important game. I'm glad to see it. Welcome everyone. By the way, if you're new here and just watching on YouTube, my main streaming platform is Twitch. The stream is getting restreamed to both platforms right now. And yeah, if you just want to see my usual streams, some top level gameplay, relaxed tryhard sessions, relaxed late night sessions, and win rate platoons, just all mixed together, then just feel free to leave a follow on the link in the description. Actually, I have a bot for that. I can just put no, not right. A bot is just putting out the Discord link. Maybe a moderator can put a Twitch link into the chat quickly, or I will do so. Well, as we're done here actually with the games that I streamed, actually that's been the absolute last game. Some of you are probably still interested in the other game, Aqua versus EG. I think I'm just going to have another look at that to point out the game-changing moments. Not going to rewatch the whole stream, just want to see the most important stuff of the other games then. And just give some insights here and there whenever I can. So, give me a second. Yeah, to those who are not interested, thanks for watching. Nonetheless, even if you leave now, I will probably still just keep streaming for a while, as it's been a short stream only. First of all, taking another look at the other games, just the most important game here, and then probably still going to play some random games. Yeah, I want to do, first of all, post the Twitch link real quick. Yeah, Yeah, an API absolutely had a deserved win. Cannot say anything else. Although it was close, it was just really API was the stronger team in the end. Okay. So who's streaming the other game? EG versus Aqua. That's other really interesting game. Although it does not really matter too much, to be honest. EG versus Aqua is on a Monad's channel. Let's have a watch party here. And have a quick look at the... Now let's not look at the results first, let's just get in here. Starting on Albenstadt as well, so we have a direct comparison then even. That should be the first game, yep. Okay, just getting my tools on screen here so that I can just quickly point out one thing or the other.
What most of the team is, and quite frankly, Zerd, who is Petrushka, who is the grill. Are they going to do
FE42?
Yes, they are.
I don't know, honestly, if they were actually, if they were tryharding here, because it did obviously not really matter to them.
He's basically, I've been following his team and his work.
They are just second and third place.
And the grill is almost up
it
there,
does still matter for the matchmaking, I believe.
Money on this air.
Let's take a very quick look at that. That's so important. Yep. Okay, EG won. So EG will be in the upper bracket, which means Aqua only has one life then. Because we do have the system upper bracket, lower bracket. Upper bracket, first two teams do have... What the hell? First two teams do have 2 lives then.
And on the other side we see 4 AMX 50B.
Huh? Why did it jump that badly?
And EG has 1k.
Ah, come on.
About the matches tonight. And he said that they have it. He's basically
push everywhere.
His team and his work since the beginning of the tour scene.
They have one tank spotting here. 1-1 to 1B over there. Very light lineup by the way on Aqua's side. 14k hit points only. Just playing FE42 double 1 to 1B, not triple 1 to 1B. And actually the FE42 is also double pack driller VK72. EG by that just able to take all the bases easily.
Money is getting tracked, gets turned around, loses a whole lot of HP.
Aqua is YOLOing it. Okay, the goal of Aqua here is, it's not just random YOLO, just gotta keep in mind. They are pushing over here into the corner because like that, they can crossfire anyone who is moving up like that. And also the Gorilla will have shots from the other side then. That's the goal here.
And they're now focusing on Pari and Prande.
So far the Gorilla won't really be able to shoot too well
basically...
But there's also still another tank out of screen to the right side here.
You kind of have to be careful.
Great success over there.
Money is not looking too healthy. In general, is now losing quite a bit of HP as well. Oof, there goes money. There
But
goes
this
general.
is not working out at all for them.
Still alive. Old school is almost gone. And that is almost 3 guns gone for...
You also have to keep in mind that they were really not necessarily wanting to show off some strategies that they might want to use later on still.
Absolutely.
Okay, drill is gone. Alright.
Okay, so...
I won't make it too long here.
About the matches tonight.
So the rest is just farming down. Let's just go for the next game immediately. Yeah, okay, they're not playing serious.
You can derp around.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You're both through to the top 4, so it only matters who you're meeting first in the top 4. So let's see.
Well, just checking.
That is interesting on its own though.
I mean,
the thing is that
EG1.
if they are up,
Why are they not tryharding? Because
it makes for very interesting
actually it is really the case
though,
that it will decide something still.
Way to success, blind shooting the bush that actually Pariana Prande is in. Way to success does get spotted there. So he knows that someone is there and he actually takes a big hit there.
I know.
HP is being kept. Petrushka
Okay.
quite a bit of HP.
4 best teams advance to the next stage. Seeding in the group will be according to the results of the group stage.
They are trying to get
First place versus 4th place, 2nd versus 3rd place. 2 battles will be held on the same map. Blah blah blah.
Pulling back Petrushka. Now getting some shots in there.
Okay, so they're applying the format that they are actually all having 2 lives. Every team of them. Yeah.
Not looking too healthy.
Okay, yeah, it is a bit more fair then, and then it really does not matter what is happening here on these games. I think then we also don't really have to watch this. If it's just real deoloring like that, that is not too interesting, to be honest. Okay. Alright then, I think I will just go for some random games. Okay. Yep, I will just quickly get my iPad on. We'll start playing then. So we've got our top 4 now. Rejects, AG, Aqua, IPI. The order does not matter because, as that, everyone will have their lives here, their 2 lives. Congrats to all of those teams. Out of the tournament by this moment are Ikra, Crowley, TQT and Imor. I can just actually show it again to you here. Imor TQT was still playing today and it was 2-4 for TQT. Crowley was losing to Reject. I'm not sure if they were playing seriously because it did not really matter at all. So Crowley finishing, or Ikra finishing 5th, Crowley 6th, TQT 7th place and Imor 8th here. First 4 teams are all still subject to changes because they will head to the next stage. Oh yeah, a little bit sad for Crowley that they had such a bad start because they definitely still had a chance to get into the top 4. I would have started earlier. They were really showing some good stuff, but just, I don't know, I didn't perform in the top 8. TQT did show some really good stuff against Raid, kicking Raid out of the top 8 tournament, but in the actual top 8 tournament then, TQT was also not really on top level, I've got to say. They were, last season they were, I don't know the place. They were top 4 already. Was it last season? Or was it Ikra last season? I think on Ikra was on the season before last season. Last season it was TQT 4th place. And because TQT won against Raid in the matchmaking being just them having to face very early on the third day, on the first game of third day, on the last qualifier, Raid got kicked out and Immor still managed to get into the top 8 here. A little bit lucky for them. They still had a good game against Crowley, but apart from that they lost everything. So the TQT, who did they beat actually? They bet Immor here on the last game. Apart from that, only defeats. Crowley had some good games still. Against APA they won. Over here, 4-3. And they won against TQT as well. Alright, I will grab my iPad. Be right back. If I actually just find this damn scene. Akbar through, so EG wouldn't have to face APA. But that means... Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think, honestly, this top 4 is going to be really, really close. It might be the closest top 4 ever, because all of these teams can win the tournament. API has won a few times, EG has won a few times, but they don't necessarily seem to be in the best position right now. And Rejects does have some very interesting stuff. They are really strong at the moment. I mean, Rejects get through the top 8 here so far undefeated. They won against any other team already. Yeah, might really be very close here. I would expect... Oh, what would I expect? Rejects first, Aqua? Aqua or API second? I think Aqua. I don't know, they seem also really good right now. Might be Rejects, Aqua, API, EG. But I don't know yet. Got to connect the iPad real quick. Okay. Oh, gosh. How am I so bad with this? Just gonna remember the numbers. Okay, here we are. Time to ruin my today's session. Actually, I had a really good daily session so far. Where did I end up on? Just played 19 games before stream, 4.2k. I cannot say that I get that every day. Okay, 2 mats, what did I have? Vickers Progettum. This might be tricky, honestly. Oh, crap, misclicked. Good start. Oh, what the hell again? Also, of course, supposed to be heat. Aw. For real. Awful start. Honestly, I don't like this. Come on, come on, come on. Nice. Let's run. Oh, am I still spotted now? Because of TP? Might be spotted again. Oh no! Of course it tracks me like that. And it's 183. Right there getting spotted. When I needed to get into cover. Ah man, I was so close. But not too bad so far. Okay. Oh. $270, okay. I'll try to go for that FV. It's somewhere over there. Betcha will be toughened up, but together with the others, it won't be a big issue. I just can't be the first one. Oh. No. Just hide, please. Aw, hide. Yeah, oh. Don't turn, okay. Oh man. still mine. Fuzzy, I've got to say that's incorrect. Streetswagen might be nerfed as well. Premium tanks can't be nerfed, but at tier 10 there are no premium tanks. Collector tanks can be nerfed. That's why they introduced them in the first place. What? Game did not get tracked? That is weird. I don't know. So even M60 and Chieftain are no premium tanks. In fact, they are enriched tanks only. Which Azel told me lately. Quite good to know. Am I about to get YOLO'd here? I think, yeah. Let's try to get to my teammates. If I have some. Fire maybe? Oh, nice. Please no low roll now. Please no low roll. Okay. He's still looking for me, I think. Yeah, let's just ignore him. Okay, he shot. I could hear that. And I cannot really farm those guys over there anymore. Okay, Hori should have spotted the heavy, so I might be able to circle Jag, or maybe not. Nah, man. You coming, I don't know if the Kran can kill me. Which gun does he have? DPM gun, okay. But I haven't. Don't you keep turning. Ah, stop showing your turret or your back to my teammates. Okay. Might actually be low ace, 4 kills on 5.6k so. Yep, nice. I just got corrected once more. It is Ikra, not Ikra. No, it is actually Ikra. I cannot roll the R. It's Russian. Or Cyrillic lettering. Oh, is everyone going left here? What did I have? Let's maybe still do it. Getting some TT back up. Might be really problematic to go for the left side here against 3 heavies while we are only having 2. So I can theoretically win the 1v1 against Sheridan without any major issues. But I gotta be sure that he's alone first. He does really not want to peek at all. Ah, crap. Of course I can get shot like that. Ah, that's not good. No! Okay. That's why I was moving back like that here. Hull down again. And hoping for my teammates to also punish that Sheridan then. Let's not push out as yet. Get unspotted and run away. That did not work out too well here. So there's still a Griller camping, most likely. Maybe the other TD as well. Ooh. Might still get off some shots here. Yeah, absolutely worth it. Happy about the vertical calibration here. Oh. No. Truck, nice. Okay, I'm surprised. I still get almost all the griller here. And yeah, tournament is done. There was only one game today. And that is it done. Ah, yeah, of course. Now this game is getting tracked again by the stat tracker. Right after the 6K game. Okay, I get it. It's not meant to be. Oh, we're only 2 here. Just a red search for Spock's message. Hey man, thanks for the sub. Also, please keep in mind that my usual streaming platform is Twitch. Only tournaments are here. So, yeah, just have a look at the pinned message. Leave a follow on Twitch as well. If you want to see my usual streams then. YouTube is just the videos, usually. Can I? No. Very shame. Uh-oh. A V. I'm fine. And just stay hull down without pushing in immediately. I don't want to take any shots for no reason. Ah, close one. Oh, what? He actually climbed up again. It looked like he was falling down 100%. Oh, IFK. Sadly, I have zero clue where the fuel tank sits. Usually it should be the back, but I think this tank has really strong modules. Oh, I get it. Nice. Nah. No! Oh, that was so close. Ink also asked for Vickers. I'm making Vickers look OP. Yeah, let's maybe play a Vickers game for you then. Okay, I will just start on the left side. No, don't. Good job, just push me to the side. Yeah, maybe not. Usually I really like the left side because you can fight a lot earlier there. On the right you have to be very, very passive. But let's get to the middle then, although I will be late for spotting. Hopefully I'm not getting pushed out. Just a bit further, please. Yeah.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh. Not good. Oh, what the hell? Why am I misclicking today? Maybe because I played the whole last day on the couch. Hand position is different there. Let's see if we can just fight that K91 then.
We've damaged them.
I'm not alone. That's what I wanted to know. Uh-oh.
Track hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Nice low roll, and I take another shot for that. Okay, this is not going to work out at all, so I'll have to run. No.
Great shot.
Wow. Guys, how do you imagine this is going to work out here?
We've damaged them.
Well, that helps. Definitely does.
Armor is hit. We've damaged them.
I can actually 1v1 the STI now.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Ah, he's actually coming back now. He turned his anti-tank. Oh, okay. I thought he was just coming back or pushing forwards into my teammate. Alright. Did not cost me too much. Search for Boxer. I guess I'm gonna have to eventually get Twitch too. Yeah, honestly, I know a lot more people are actually on YouTube. But there is a big difference. On YouTube, streams do not get pushed out to everyone. Unless if you have pressed the bell icon and are getting notified about every stream, every video, then otherwise it just depends on the algorithm. And you know how it is. Sometimes you watch a channel and like it, and then you just don't stick around always. Because sometimes, you know, you're going for YouTube for different reasons. Sometimes you want entertainment, sometimes you want education, sometimes you want just some gaming stuff.
Let's go.
And as soon as you stop watching some channel because it just doesn't fit your mood, YouTube will stop promoting it to you. At least if you just press the Y 2 or 3 times and don't click a link.
Enemy armor is hit.
What is he doing there? Okay. Oh. So that's why Twitch is actually really helpful there. Because there is not much of an algorithm. Now let's just go for AP. Dude, full life ammo rack for real. Foch luckily did not really move at all. Otherwise I could have suffered quite a bit here. Oh, he went AFK. Just gave up. Because his teammates didn't help him. Oh man, that's so bad. Just don't do this. You never know if you cannot just win the game still. Even if it looks bad. Dude. And he missed? Okay, have we shot? Let's move towards the others already. I can still farm a bit of damage there. But only if I don't die. Ugh. Oh. Well. What's going on with my ammo choice today? It's crazy bad. Ooh. Let's move away from VK. Well, he cannot clip me. Oh, push around the corner. Don't get shot by Afi, please. Don't. No! Don't stay there. Oh, man. I could have still found a lot more damage if he did not stay and pushed in. Damn. I still ended up close to 6k, I believe. Or even above. Oh, okay. Maybe something different. Hey Fixie.
Let's go.
Do you like this map? Oh gosh, yeah, let's go right then. But I have to camp. I don't like it. 2 tier 9 mediums are just doing weird stuff here. Yeah, okay. E50. Is he coming?
We've damaged them.
I think I will just go for the reload straight away. Not much happening anytime soon anyways. I mean, it would be highly unlikely that Scudder is doing the same mistake twice. We can maybe even push forwards here. So mediums are coming now. Ah, I got spotted. I would just go for Pritchito. Oh.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Penetration.
Yeah, I think that was a decent trade though. No, okay. Not so happy anymore. I struggle with the gun elevation here. Yeah, got him still.
Vehicle destroyed.
That's pretty bad timing for me. Of course. That was the email shooting me there. What? E100, maybe go for email. Man, I cannot escape really.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy
Oh,
armor
I did not even have Sportliner. Sadly, I only had 3 shots.
Enemy armor destroyed.
Okay. There's still very healthy Jag and Driller. They were both behind C, but no one really getting into C. So they are likely just still camping in the spawn. I hope they're not just coming right now as I'm moving forwards. Nah, can I maybe? Oh, it looks good. Will be my last clip.
We've damaged them. Penetration. Penetration.
Okay.
Vehicle destroyed.
Is Vickers the best in spot or bad shit, etc.? You mean just for light tanks? It would be T100. Light tank. T100 LT. Is it really a light? Debatable. Vickers is very nice. It is good for farming damage, but the LT is just having better armor. More accurate gun, keeps the enemy spotted. Although at the moment, I don't know. Maybe LT is better for winning and the Vickers is better for farming. Not sure. I think it's quite even. Fine, I need a quick toilet break. Alright.